first stage has been separated operation and the closed loop according to the PS2 is developing
तरल नोदक पर आधारित चरण का प्रणोद उत्पन्न होता है और सेकंड का होगा। लूप गाइडेंस के अंतर्गत है।
PS2 regime is going to be from 2.9 kilometers per second. Covering the Aditya L1 space. The current altitude of the launch vehicle. Relative velocity exceeding kilometers per second.
अब घने के ऊष्मा कवच की जरूरत नहीं रहे, पृथक कर दिया जाता है। प्रणोद उत्पन्न करता हुआ और करता हुआ अपने अनुमानित पथ की ओर द्वितीय चरण को भी सफलतापूर्वक केवलन काल समाप्त होने पर जो कि ठोस नोदक पर आधारित चरण है हो चुका है।
Past the launch time, present PSLV is operational.
इनका होगा, इस दौरान यह उत्पन्न करेगा। सापेक्ष गति 5 हम जानते हैं PSLV सबसे इसरो का, वैसा ही PSLV C57 का
The PS3 completes its burn phase of 200 seconds. The rocket will continue to be steered while there
जी हाँ, अभी कुछ ही क्षणों में PS3 का प्रज्वलन काल समाप्त रहेगा।
For approximately 200 seconds.
this mission, the will start twice predesignated times and of PS4 will be the argument of perigee 0.6 degrees, which is very good of PS4 burns enable achieving the argument of perigee point from the ascending node AOP exceeding 300 expenditure.
गहनता से अध्ययन करते हुए नाशन द्वारा प्रसारित किए जा वर्तमान में PS3 ऊंचाई 170 किलोमीटर 32 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड है।
Performance normal.
About the Aditya L1. In Vedas have said, Yesha Bhagavan Khechara Chakrasya Deepako Vicharkarti Bharvati Jarhati. This mighty jewel, the light of eastern and destroys the universe. Having filtered by the atmosphere, Rina in sun and the solar flare, spacecraft and human space mission. Vantage point for such observations is separation event. Age of
Separated
PSLV.
hosting, it is approximately
plus 10
पृथक कर दिया गया है
normal.
और लॉन्चिंग फेज पर है। इस नहीं हो रहा है, यान प्राप्त संवेग और निर्धारित पथ का अनुकरण कर
620
यह कोस्टिंग फेज लगभग 9 लैग्रेंज पॉइंट से जुड़ी कुछ रोचक पॉइंट का नाम एक इटालियन फ्रेंच के सम्मान में रखा गया था। अपनी तकनीकी प्रपत्र जनरल किया है, लेकिन इस पॉइंट L1, L2 और L3 को लेनार्ड आयलर को जाता है, पर नासा ने पहले ही को पहुंचा चुका है। टेलीस्कोप को L2 लैग्रेंज पॉइंट L1 की पृथ्वी से लगभग 15 लाख किलोमीटर है। यूनिट में 0.01 पृथ्वी से सूरज की दूरी का केवल
observing sun is a place direct visibility exists to the sun exists with the earth. Warning about its environment which could pose systems and spacecrafts of extreme nature which cannot be. The best way is to observe the sun. Between the earth and sun is approximately meters. At the center, temperature can reach as high for the sun is nuclear fusion that takes place in the core. relatively cool and has a temperature 500 degrees Celsius. So L1 of the Sun 1.5 million kilometers percent of the distance to Sun. Periodic three-dimensional orbit near the Sun. The object is the gravity of Earth and Sun in keeping. Several probes the Sun by various space agencies. Lagrange's point L1 is a great as Aditya L1 as it allows the Sun that is never eclipsed by Earth. Aditya L1 will Observatory or SOHO 1996.
लैग्रांज पॉइंट में जहां अगर कोई चीज पहुंचती है क्योंकि लैग्रांज पॉइंट पर दो बड़े बराबर हो जाता है। एक अभिकेंद्रीय बल है द्रव्यमान के साथ बनाए रखता है के बीच इन पॉइंट्स में ईंधन की खपत पर या को अध्ययन के लिए L1 उपग्रह को भी ऐसे ही जा रहा है। अंतरिक्षयान को दिन का समय लगेगा। इस लैग्रेंजियन पॉइंट जैसे हम यहाँ आदित्य L1 के अंतरिक्षयान लैग्रेंजियन पॉइंट 1 के पास यह ऐसा पॉइंट है जहां से सूर्य की विभिन्न मापन या विश्लेषण रुकावट या कमी नहीं आएगी। इससे दूर तक स्पष्ट देखा पॉइंट पर इस वेधशाला को रखने का लगभग स्थिर रहेगा और उग्र वर्तमान में PS4 चरण अभियान की तथा सापेक्ष गति 7 है। वृत्ति
Vehicle performance.
The Aditya L1 spacecraft, the protosphere, chromosphere, and layer of the Sun. Particle and magnetic field form remote sensing PLC, which is a prime payload coronagraph with a multi-slave payload is developed jointly by Laboratory of Electro-Optical Systems, ISRO Inertial Systems Center. The energy X-ray spectrometer, the solar telescope to image the solar ultraviolet wavelength range by Inter-University Center for Astrophysics, Pune and IISU. The L1 orbiting X-ray is a hard X-ray solar flares in high energy X-ray payload is in situ observations. Payload is developed by physical research The sixth payload is plasma analyzer, in short, PAPA, designed to composition and perform mass analysis. This payload is developed by Vikram. The seventh payload is a magnetometer, which will measure the low intensity space using a pair of
L1 उपग्रह में नितभार के सुदूर संवेदन नितभार हैं और हैं सुदूर संवेदन नितभार के लिए VEL प्रतिबिंबन और वर्णक्रम मापन के अल्ट्रावायलेट इमेजिंग टेलीस्कोप में फोटोस्फीयर और क्रोमोस्फीयर पैराबैंगनी प्रतिबिंबन टेलीस्कोप इसी क्रम में अगला है SOLEX लो एनर्जी एक्सरे स्पेक्ट्रोमीटर वर्णक्रम मापी है जो कि सूर्य इसमें L1 ऑर्बिटिंग एक्सरे स्पेक्ट्रोमीटर है इसकी अभिकल्पना यथा स्थिति निर्धार में एक्सपेरिमेंट इसका उद्देश्य है सौर पवन में भारी आयंस पार्टिकल का विश्लेषण करना। यह भी सौर पवन कणों में इलेक्ट्रॉन और विश्लेषण करने के लिए इसे बनाया गया है। एडवांस ट्राइएक्सियल हाई रिजोल्यूशन इसे त्रिअक्षीय चुंबकीय क्षेत्र बनाया गया है और ऐसे इस उपग्रह में मान्य सभी तंत्र और यान अपनी उद्देश्य कक्षा की ओर बढ़ रहा है। आदित्य L1 के नितभार इस मिलकर तैयार किए गए हैं। PLC इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ एस्ट्रोफिजिक्स टेलीस्कोप सूट इंटर यूनिवर्सिटी पुणे द्वारा निर्मित है। दोनों ही द्वारा निर्मित किए गए हैं। ASPX लैबोरेटरी VSSC तिरुवनंतपुरम द्वारा मैग्नेटोमीटर लैबोरेटरी फॉर यह कोस्ट फेज मिशन से जुड़ी चर्चा में जहां उत्तर देंगे और फिर इस चर्चा में
As we are in that we take you to the discussion room with the Aditya L1 will enlighten details. Over to discussion room.
Chandrayaan-3 moon launch. These scientific breakthroughs
Range operation director.
in fact, these are important and are considered as global religions. The sun around it, and it is a source of energy, including the earth. Today, who have
During this
played
talk,
behind the scenes. Yes.
updated by
And I'm
operation
Srinidhi,
on the
Space Center. And today we'll be discussing about so today we are Anil Bharatwaj, Director, Dr. Professor, Director of Indian Institute of Astrophysics, Scientist of Aditya L1 mission, Pati, PI of SCY, Banerjee, Director of IRIS, Nainital, PI of Papa,
plus 20
PI of Magnetometer, joined chat on the sidelines of Aditya L1 launch. To start with the principal scientist and PI, why is Aditya L1 mission so important for this mission?
As well as the Government of India for the solar and astronomy thrives on data. Data you have, we get more understanding. And Sun is our own star, so understanding them is much more important. So this mission, Aditya, with Professor U.R. Rao and Professor G. Srinivasan, will have a unique data set which is internationally. For this particular mission, will which will provide us new physics community in India. Aspects like the speed at which it gets initiated, A bands which are very important for the connections like near the high energy particles, which is coming from. So these are the informations which will allow us to its dynamics as well as the inner as well as the space weather aspects of it.
Your remarks, sir. So now we move. So the sun is a very important. Having understood that, it creates. How does Aditya L1 helps us through the?
And good morning, viewers. Multi-wavelength, multi-instrument, and multi-directional mission. Multi-wavelength, UV and visible. Multi-instrument because there are 7 experiments. Because it looks not only. Now, when the 2 types of process which happens. One is solar radiation, which reaches the earth. But along with that, there is that can take about 2 to 4 days. Looking for from the Aditya L1 mission the impact of mass ejections as they comes to the earth. Look at not only in the sun direction, is that we need to see what are the ways in which it is affected. L1 point being at point L. Earth, it is able to of the plasma and the earth.
Thank you. Move on to Dr. Annapurni Subramania. Mission is very unique. So what's the and also on the heliosphere.
Me on this show. I'm the director of Indian Institute of Astrophysics. One of the major payloads. So if you actually look at, because it is seeing emission line. So what does it detect? Elements, because the corona is in the terms of it's not sun, but it's already hot. So we are tracking this line. Coronagraph. Now, what is a coronagraph? I'm within the instrument. So you are looking 7 through using this mission, and as though it is always in total solar eclipse, because you want to see the corona. One is what it takes the matter away. This is going to see the corona on the disk of the sun. Now, what is it is because the sun's corona is fainter than the disk of the sun. Not see the disk of the sun, but see only the very difficult to make. Using this instrument is the corona emission line. You can actually measure the velocity effect. So you can measure the velocity to the Earth and the heliosphere. So it's overall this. The other PI will also be explaining about it. Not only the sun, but also the heliosphere. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now we'll move Dr. Gurgesh Sripati for the payload suit. Telescopes like Hubble or James Webb using this.
Yeah, so good afternoon. Because I'm still in the awe of the essentially JWST, which is scope, they are going to look at the universe and other objects you see in the universe. Aditya L1, it is going as the James Webb telescope went on at the L2 point. Of course, they also observe in ultraviolet, as Professor Anil Bharadwaj. These are multi-satellite, and they will be observing all. Suit is going to be in 2000 to 4000 emits from the, and what we want to look at that how in by looking at the observations at various how actually this radiation is coming and what kind of effect it can have, for example, and also the they are creating and how much effect.
Thank you very much, sir. And Dr. Satish Thampi, already the plasma particle. How do you analyze plasma particles